Hi, and welcome to Simple Spirituality PH. Now, for those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Regine. I am an intuitive, manifesting-based tarot reader. I am a certified Reiki healer and an overall light worker. And before we dive into today's video, I would like to invite everyone who would like to receive notifications of my new videos to please hit the subscribe button over there. If you like this video later on, please give it your thumbs up. If you have any comments, suggestions, you want to say, hey, please do comment them down below. And if you would like your very own tarot reading or Reiki healing session with me, online for now, of course, here are the details. Alrighty, so let's get to the meat of the video. Now, I have my laptop here beside me and I'm going to read one of the requests. Thanks for this reading. Can you do a reading about the traits of the women that he likes? This is about my reading that I did on Sehun of EXO. And yes, I can. So let's do a quick follow-up video on that. So today's reading is going to be about the traits of the women that he likes. And today we're going to be using the Sacred Rebels Oracle. And this is the card that came out for us. It is Faith in the Process. Now, very easy, actually. I love that this came out for us because it's almost like in your face. Basically, the traits that, one of the traits, the major trait, I would say, because it's so strong. The major trait of the women that Sehun likes, particularly for now, right? Because everything can change. Again, energy and energetic readings can change at any point in time. So for now, Sehun likes women who can keep the faith. What does this mean? So what do I mean by this? If you are the significant other of a K-pop idol, you, in any way, shape, or form, you cannot be weak. I don't mean that you cannot be vulnerable, because we're all human. We do become vulnerable every once in a while. And I don't mean that you should be perfect, because nobody's perfect. And I also don't mean to degrade anyone who have been feeling weak or who have been feeling less of themselves. But what I do mean is that you need to know that it has its ups and downs. Being the significant other of a K-pop idol has its ups and downs. For one thing, you won't always have attention. Okay, this also goes with other professions. For example, if your significant other is an ER doctor, or if your significant other is part of the SWAT team of the country, or if your significant other is part of a bomb squad of a country, or if your significant other is, let's say, part of the police task force of a country, you know, or if they're a paramedic, you know, you have to know that you have a time and place in this person's life. And most of the time, the job comes first before you. That doesn't mean, though, that they don't love you. That doesn't mean that they don't care. It just means that this particular thing in their life is important. It may be as important as you, but it will never replace you. We can have several things that are on the same level as significant others. Family is on the same level as your wife, your husband. Children can be on the same level as your wife or your husband. You know what I mean? So let's not make it a bad thing that people actually care about their jobs, that people actually love doing their jobs, and they find it at the top of their list of priorities. So this is what I'm seeing, right? For the traits of, what did it say? For the traits of the women that Sehun likes. The very first thing, or rather the most important thing, is this woman, this person has to roll with Sehun's schedule. She needs to know that Sehun is a K-pop idol. There are limitations, there are restrictions, there are boundaries, and there is a schedule that he has to follow. And she needs to know that that doesn't mean that he's putting work above her. It just means that work is really important. It could be as important as her, but it will never replace her. You know, one's a job, one's a person. So that's really, it's apples and oranges. And people like to say that, oh, you do this more than me. It's like, or you do this thing more than you see me, you know. You just have to change your perspective on it. You just have to change your perspective on it, all right? So that's the one thing. This person needs to understand that Sehun is married to his job, but simultaneously also in love and fully present whenever that happens with significant other, whenever time happens with the significant other. All right, that's the most important thing for him that I see. Second most important thing, or most important trait that I see that Sehun likes in his in women that he likes. We're talking about faith here, faith in the process. He also requires faith in him. Actually, this is a very good learning for a lot of us. A lot of us go into relationships without having a strong sense of faith. And this will really make or break a couple. If you do not have a lot of faith in your significant other, it doesn't matter if it's a K-pop idol or not. It doesn't matter if it's Sehun or not. If you go into a relationship without faith in your partner, in your significant other, then you might have a rocky road ahead. You might not last that long, you know? Faith doesn't just mean that they are faithful to you or believing that they are faithful to you, but it's also believing that they can be in love with you, that they are in love with you, that no matter what happens, even if they've been working for a month nonstop and haven't seen you, that they do love you. It's that kind of faith. And it's also faith in yourself that you are lovable, that you are worthy of all of this attention, all of this commitment, you know? It's consciously manifesting that you love them and they love you. And Sehun seems to like this. He seems to enjoy the company of people who has faith in him, who invests in him, who knows that Sehun won't let them down. And how good is that? How good does that feel when you know without a shadow of doubt that your partner believes in you, that your partner has faith in you? Again, not limited to Sehun, but we can really learn a lot from the traits that he likes in women. So, a lot of faith, a lot of faith. Third thing that I see is also humility. Now, it's very easy to have your head grow so big if you're dating a K-pop idol, right? I mean, yeah, I'm just imagining, like, for example, what if Jungkook dates me? So if that happens, it could, my head could easily just go big. But for Sehun, it's very important that humility is there. And it's also, how do I say this? It's also a very wise trait to have, because when you are the significant other of a K-pop idol, of course you'd want to keep their privacy as much as possible as well. And we did see this in the reading Sehun of EXO's Boyfriend Style, my video of that, I'll leave it linked up there. We did see that he does enjoy his privacy. He does keeping the more important things to himself and the other person, so like if let's say for example, if he's having fun with his family, he prefers to keep it on a low key. If he's having fun with his friends, he prefers to keep it just between him and his friends. It's the same thing with his love style, with his romance style. So a little humility goes a long way when it comes to this relationship. So have you been taking notes? Are you ready to become Sehun's significant other? Or do you meet the checklist of the traits that he likes the most at this moment? I hope you do. And I hope that this was fun for you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments, suggestions, you want to say hey, please do comment them down below. If you would like to receive notifications of my new videos, please hit the subscribe button over there. And if you would like your very own tarot reading or Reiki healing session with me, online for now, of course, here are the details. And that's it. Stay happy, stay healthy, and I will see you guys next time. Ciao for now.